Hello everybody, welcome back to the Lost Glade. I almost said Fusiocraft there. Even I'm still getting used to this being another series. I've been doing a lot of laborious early game stuff. I'm not going to go into the details, but I've gotten to the point where I've got enchanted diamond armor, and I have a mending villager outside. And I have a source of XP here, this skeleton farm. I found this skeleton spawner in a cave beneath my house. And it's not the most efficient way to get experience, but it is netting me a lot of string, which means I'm getting wool. And it's also a very inefficient skeleton farm as well because of the jockeys. I've been chopping at this thing for hours getting all of my stuff enchanted, and I've gotten 14 bones out of it. So it's something? Yeah, see that massive horde of spiders I just slaughtered? It wasn't even enough to get me to level 31. It's pretty inefficient, but it's what I got for now. Anyways, I'm nearing the end of this little grind session of me just getting geared up and all that, and I think I'm ready to take on the end, get an elytra, all that stuff. I haven't even gone to the nether yet, so I gotta make an area of this house where I'm gonna put the nether portal, and it's not gonna be difficult because, honestly, looking back, I'm not too big a fan of this house. I mean, it's okay, but a few weeks later, I'm looking at it and thinking to myself, like, it's a bit simple. It feels like every other window is like trying to do something completely different, and everything about it just feels, I don't know, it was definitely slapped together. I'm not gonna say it feels slapped together because it literally was slapped together. I didn't even finish fleshing out the porch. This was just temporary blocks. So today, before I do anything else, I want to seriously overhaul a big portion of this house. And I've got a specific idea in mind that I want to really toy with. The upgrade that I'm going to give this house isn't necessarily something that's going to be super new for me, it's just the way I'm going to go about it. This wall has got to go. I'm just starting to realize that my horse is just kind of going to walk out now. Oh well, I have not come across any slimes whatsoever so far, so I don't have any slime balls. I cannot make leads. I'm hoping that a wandering trader shows up soon, so I can borrow a few leads off of him. But yeah, this entire side of the house is going to be replaced by something completely different. So for now, it's going to be a bit breezy in here, and I'm going to start building up this new section of the house now. Things are looking better. Things are looking different. What I decided to do was kind of glitch in a new building here. One of my concepts for this house was whenever I wanted to do a new addition to it, that I would just kind of glitch in an entirely different building style. And that's what I've done here, and I think it's been done to a good effect. So now we've got this decayed old medieval tower that's kind of been overgrown by moss and everything. You can see there used to be probably like a bridge going this way. And I feel like on the surface level, it's a really specific block, and it doesn't seem like it's that useful for that many things, but I've found these muddy mangrove roots so useful in so many different builds now. Like in this one, the gray of the background matches up with the deep slate very well, and then the actual root parts look like all these branches growing up the building. And this is that type of thing I was talking about, how it would be cool to have some mossy deep slate, but you don't necessarily need it to work it in here. You could work moss into literally anything, and it'll still look really good. So as for the old building, the cherry house, most of it is still intact for now. It's just that this section of it has been morphed, changed. I'm using these purple panes kind of like the glitch effects where the two buildings collide, where they're glitching together. If you go in here, you can see that it kind of has infected the window a little bit. There are floating glitch effects here and there. Oh yeah, my horse, which for some reason, right now in this moment, I feel like naming Cornelius, I had to fence him off so he wouldn't escape. So both inside and out, it looks really cool in here with these two buildings basically shoved together. Over here, I'm moving a lot of my block storage into this first story. You got a small little second floor of this tower here that I'm not really sure what to do with yet. This third floor, this is a really lovely little area. Once again, yet another use for these things. I guess I don't have any of them on there right now, but you can put these flowers on top. You can put any flowers on top of these blocks. So again, this becoming one of my favorite blocks is really useful. And same goes for pink petals. Like, look at how good this looks with all the pink petals scattered about. Like, I'm using the mud down here as well, which now that I think about it, I should work in the muddy mangrove roots in here a little more. But this area, this right here, is where I want to put my nether portal. So I'm thinking along here, I want it to be symmetric with the door, so it's going to be a 3x3 portal entrance. And just like that, I finally have a nether portal. And I'd say it's in a pretty cool spot. Look at it up here. Oh yeah, and then in this direction, I also like how I can just run atop the rooftop. Now, I don't know how I'm gonna modify this building next, but something tells me that this rooftop is going to become even more chaotic and complex over here. But yeah, finally have a nether portal, and I'm interested in seeing what it looks like from the ground because I've never looked at it up there yet. I toyed with this design in the creative world, but I did not look at it with the portal. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. Not a super interesting portal design. To be honest, it's still kinda temporary. I think later on down the line, I'm going to create another structure glitched into this building that is going to have more of a mainstay portal room. But for now, it looks really cool up there on this broken bridge. Now, there's still a lot of little detailing that I probably should do to the back, but I'm not doing it because I don't know how I'm gonna modify this building next, and I don't wanna put in a huge amount of work to this backside only for this area to turn into something completely different. If that area remains untouched in the future, then I'll go in, but for now, I know that I'm gonna keep this front side as it is, so I really went in and made it all pretty. So now, I guess I'm gonna put this barrel down. I like to have a chest of sorts kinda near where my nether portal is, because who knows, I don't wanna lose that stuff. And this is the first time entering the nether, so I really have no idea what to expect out of this world. I mean, it's the nether. It's gonna be the nether, you know, but hey, I did not anticipate being in a soul sand valley. And I'm already being shot at by a ghast. Oh, and he's already trying to make my portal not lit up anymore. He seems pretty stuck though. I can kinda, yeah. Okay, I like soul sand valleys because I love soul sand and all that. I do not love the skeletons and the ghasts though. My least favorite enemies to find in the nether, but my favorite biome. It's a complicated relationship. A good place to spawn in though, because I need some of this basalt for the build. I realized as I was building that basalt was the only block that I had no access to yet because I had not gone to the nether. And now I have it. Okay, nether, I'll catch up with you later. I'm not super in the mood for you just right now. Wait, what? What? What was wrong with the portal up there? Wait, why am I down here? Okay, weird. I have no clue why the portal didn't spit me back up there. Cave spider! Ah! Ah! Weird thing to troubleshoot, but hey, at least I know there's a mineshaft beneath my house now. Still don't know what's up with this portal, but I'm putting it on the nether roof because I'm going to do that eventually anyways. And from the overworld coordinates, I've calculated like exactly where it should be divided by 8. Maybe it's because it couldn't place it exactly where it would have placed it. There is a small difference between where it was placed in the nether as opposed to where it should have been placed if it was an exact 1:8 ratio placement. Oh good, we were already really close to the ceiling anyways, so wasn't much of a trip. Now I'm just gonna start putting tunnels up here. So the exact math was -398 and 174, which is exactly where I'm standing. This is where I'm gonna build the new portal. And something tells me that this is still going to lead to that portal underground because I haven't broken that one yet. Oh, nope. Okay, now it works. Cool. The underground portal spawned me underneath the water over there, so I think my theory might be correct that there wasn't anywhere in the nether that the portal linking to this one could spawn that was actually that 1:8 ratio away from it, so it just put it the closest place it could, which gave it a little bit of distance and caused this weird issue. I don't know. On to the next focal point of this episode, I want to continue finding the place that I want to permanently build at, because this is still just my temporary little starter base. So I've gotten diamond everything, don't need this one anymore. Got all my level 30 enchants. I just got to the nether, so it's now time to get those goodies. And I guess I've mapped most of the regions around here. No, I'm gonna leave this one there because there's actually this side of the map that is still undiscovered. But I had to cave in. You know what I did? I wanted to be a good old-fashioned Minecraft player and map all this out manually, but I'm kind of tired of just not finding any dark oak forests other than this small one here. So I popped the seed into one of those seed map generators, and I was able to look around and see where the best place in the world would be closest to spawn. Now technically the place that I found is even further away from spawn than this dark oak forest, but it's a very sizable one, and there's multiple in the area, so I have kind of a shopping spree to do. I gotta browse around all of them and pick which one's the best, but they're all up here. And remember that giant mushroom continent that I found? It turns out there's an even bigger one in the ocean right next to it. Somehow even bigger than the one that I found. So I'm definitely going to set up shop up here as soon as I'm ready. That's 2 really cool base locations in one area. That's perfect. It's a really long trek though, which is part of the reason why I want to start establishing that nether tunnel, because that's what's going to get me around this world very fast. Granted, I still need to get an elytra, but I'll get to that later. I should, however, pop back into the nether because there's a lot of stuff that I want to go get now. Let's get the nether stuff out of the way. Let's get our blaze rods, all of them juicy, sweet, yummy blocks, and most importantly, not die. Oh yeah, baby, this is how I'm going to get my ender pearls to get to the end, because you know, I could go out and fight endermen, but this is so much easier. This guy needs to stop giving me fire charges. Like, whoever uses fire charges. Oh, splash potion of fire resistance. That's actually pretty good. For a second, I thought that was just honey, and I was like, what? Hey! Hey! Oh, there you go. Thank you. Soul speed 2. That baby jacked my loot. This dude absolutely filled my library with junk, but I'm gonna keep trying. Oh my gosh. I set off a chain reaction. It's just one big anime girl convention out here. Kawaii. Who what pondering they butter. Ooh. Crying obsidian is one of my favorite blocks just because of how pretty it is. I don't really build with it that much because it's not that versatile, but oh, it's so pretty. Stop giving me quartz. There's a million quartz everywhere. If I wanted quartz, I'd just go right there. All over the walls. These babies keep stealing my stuff, so I'm just gonna put them in the walls. No! Banished. In the walls you go. I know it's a rare drop, but did they make it even rarer? Because I'm just getting nothing. Junk! Junk! Cool block. Junk! Alright, last gold of this entire stack. Yeah, give me some bricks, why don't you? Okay. So I got nothing. In conclusion, certain someone definitely cheated. That's all I'm getting out of this. Found my first stronghold. All those piglins gave me a lot of garbage, but some of it was useful garbage, so I've got some splash potions of fire resistance to take advantage of, and as soon as I find a way down there and don't get killed by the ghast, oh, it's blaze time, baby. And it's firing at me, and it's right there. Stop it! Fun fact, ghasts are lame as hell, and nobody likes them. Nobody likes you! Yeah, sulk away. Ooh, a basalt delta? Okay. Got some blackstone over here now. Oh, and there we go. Here's a spawner. Yoink! Now you guys are locked in here with me. Oh, thank you very much. Alright, gonna slaughter these guys for a few minutes and have enough for whatever I need them for. I've scoured every inch of this place and I'm finding no nether wart, so I do have to find another fortress later on, but I have enough blaze rods to get me to the end. No brewing yet for me, but I'm not really necessarily in a brewing mood yet anyways. This dude knows how it is. I am all geared up for an ultimate journey. I am going to go all the way out here to where I know that there's a really big dark oak forest. And you are gonna take me there, Cornelius. Come on, let's go. We're going on a big old adventure. We're gonna go on a big old adventure in the nether. Wait, what gives? Can you not go to the nether while you're on a horse? I don't think I've ever tried this, actually. Oh, this is so weird. This is so weird. Okay, get in there. Yep. We have to go one by one. Okay, there we go. Now we're going on a great daring adventure full of intrigue and mystery. Who knows what we're gonna run into on our path? Maybe perhaps a pig dude. And sure enough, there one is. Yes! Look at this perilous plight that we are on. Look at this daring adventure. I'm gonna keep it real. I got a little carried away last night and I just dug out a shit ton of this tunnel. And check it out. I know where a warped forest is now, so that's pretty good. Cornelius, don't go too far. There's just a little more I have to dig. And thus, after a great many adventures and trials, we have reached our final destination here. Let's see. You go first. What's over there? Oh, I think I have to establish the portal on the other side in order for you to cross. Okay. I'll go first then. Let's see. Oh. Okay, first of all, missed my mark a little bit because this is a birch forest. Okay, we have a little better of a vantage point up here. We got a little bit of a snowy mountain right there. We got jungle over there. There's the big dark oak forest. And we spawned right next to it in this little birch strip here. There's even a bit of cherry grove over there. That's nice. Ooh, and a really cool dripstone cave entrance right beneath it. Oh, that scared me. Oh, that scared me. Oh my god. Hey, Cornelius. Oh, I'm glad I'm here. Yeah, that's right. That's right. You know where we're going. There we go. Okay. Now let's map out just how big this thing actually is. Alright, good. This lava pit has got to go. Okay, yeah, this is cool. There's a bit of an elevation difference to this edge. It may not look like much right now, but there's gonna be so many future builds here. Granted, it must be really impossible to tell. Like, if you're from the future and you're trying to tell where things are, it's gonna be really hard with all of these trees in the way. But look at that. So much space here. Oh! And look at this. You know, I couldn't tell from the seed map how much elevation difference there would be in this biome. And yep, we got it. This is perfect. This is definitely where I'm going to set up shop. In fact, this area specifically might be where I just start out, do most of my main building, because look at the view from here. We got all this elevation around us. We got one of my favorite biomes off in the distance. We're near one of the edges, so we have like a path out of this realm that I'm going to create. And it's got a waterfront. There's all kinds of good aspects about this part of the forest that I'm in right now. All right, we go through this taiga a little bit and we hit the ocean. And I can't see it out there right now, but there's a massive mushroom continent out there. Actually, it might be the other direction. It might be south of here. I do think it is south though, because I remember there are some mountains on the southern coastline, and it was just past that. And I ain't seeing any mountains. So I've been out here, out in this dark oak forest, clearing out the area, you know, starting to lay out where I might put things. The first step to any good build is to just give yourself a blank slate. Give yourself a sense of what you're working with, how much space you've got, where you may want to terraform the land. And so I've done all this. I've gotten all this stuff out here. I got Cornelius out here. I got a portal in the tree. I got the big map system over here on this much bigger table. And I've only just now figured out that I am in the wrong dark oak forest. No wonder I didn't see the mountain next to the ocean I was talking about. I accidentally swapped the X and the Z coordinate, so I should be over here. This is where the dark oak forest I was trying to find exists. Now, I did say I wanted to go shopping and kind of browse around the dark oak forests around here, and I guess I have done that. This may not have been the dark oak forest I was originally trying to go to, but I might stick with it if it turns out the other one's kind of lame. But, well, let's find out, Cornelius. Oh yeah. This is the one that I was trying to find. You know, it's not even a contest with these mountains. I kind of have to pick this one. I already spent so much time clearing in that other forest, but you know what? The total time it's going to take to clear any of these forests, to be honest, is going to be a really long time. So, you know what? It's better to make this shift after a few hours of clearing as opposed to a few days. This also seems like it's got way more mellow terrain just all around, which I am actually more of a fan of because I was already thinking about how much of the terraforming work that would have to go into the other place. I like elevation difference in my builds, but that other place was a little bit too much. This one seems perfect. Like, it's flatter. There's definitely some areas that are taller than the others, but it's a lot less chaotic, and I'm going to roll with whatever the natural terrain is here. But like, oh man, it ain't gonna be that bad. Ooh, and then there's this area that's a little bit more of a valley. Oh, I like this. I really like this. This is where I want to build my main house, I think. No, I am sold, man, because I know I wanted there to be a big area of this space that is like right on the water as well. I was just about to say my only gripe with the terrain up there is that I wish it was closer to water level, but I've got that down here. And there's the seaside on the northern stretch of this one. Ooh, this is a really nice one too. We got a bit of an island, really nice sloped terrain. It's gonna take really long to clear this area out, but it is gonna be worth it, trust me. all that stuff that I was saying earlier about how, oh, if you're from the future, try to envision what this is later, you know? But, oh, I was lying. That's the wrong forest. This is the one. This is the forest that you should be envisioning from the future. Like, wow. Check it out, everybody, several years from now. This is how it all began. You ever just cut down an entire forest? That's what I'm in the process of doing right now. I'm not going to cut down the whole thing. I'm just getting enough so that I can just throw everything down and give myself enough space to start thinking things out. Just giving myself the space to plant everything that I've got. This is basically the large-scale biome version of that feeling that I had last episode when I made that house and I was just throwing everything around. It's like when you first move into your new house, only it's an entire forest. Let's give the big map a little bit of attention here. So I am right here. This dark oak forest stretches quite a big difference. This mountain is a very cool and convenient backdrop edge. Just past it is more birch trees and the ocean directly touches it on this side. There's a big river ravine here that separates it from another birch forest. Gonna have to map to the other end. I don't remember what's over there. This has been hours of non-stop tree clearing. I'm making progress. This is definitely really solid progress. I feel like I haven't made any progress because I haven't built anything in a long time, but we're getting there. This is the groundwork. And with that, I think this is going to be where I end the episode. Thank you so much for watching. I had to circle back to what I've done with this house for the end of the episode because I am in love with what I started doing to this house. I am going to keep building at it. I think once every other episode, I'm going to do something wild to this build and it's going to just morph over time into this monstrous thing. So yeah, thank you for watching. Expect more weird base building, expect more progress in the dark oak forest, and expect more Cornelius. I'm developing an unhealthy obsession with this horse. I love him so much.